A sea monster playing the bagpipes. Chapter 2. Too Cold to Swim. Mr. Jenkins greeted them at the bus door. Even though the kids had been to Camp Lone Wolf before, they couldn't get used to the hairy camp director. Mr. Jenkins had hair everywhere, like a wolf. Some of the kids even thought he might be a werewolf. "Welcome to Camp Lone Wolf, you city slickers," Mr. Jenkins bellowed in a voice so loud it rattled the bus windows. "Before I give your cabin assignments, I'd like you to meet the camp's new swimming instructor." "Swimming?" Eddie asked. "It's too cold to swim. I'd turn into an ice cube." "No talking in the ranks," Mr. Jenkins bellowed, causing his dog tags to jingle. He turned to the lady beside him and smiled. "This is Nessie McFarland. She's a very special guest here from Scotland, and she's offered to teach you guppies how to snorkel and swim." "Wow," Howie gasped. "I've always wanted to snorkel." Several other kids in the group nodded in agreement. "I've always wanted to stay home for my vacation," Eddie complained, but he got quiet when Mr. Jenkins glared at him. Mr. Jenkins patted Nessie McFarland on the arm, and all the kids waited for her to speak. She was silent for a moment while everyone watched her. Nessie was thin and tall, even taller than Mr. Jenkins. Her face was so white it looked like she'd never seen the sun, and her neck looked like someone had stretched it. She was wearing a black wetsuit and holding a set of bagpipes. Her hands shook on the bagpipes like she was nervous. "Welcome, my ladies and gents," Nessie said in a soft voice that sounded musical, like a song from a faraway land. "I look forward to teaching you about the beauties of the deep. 'Tis a joy I'm honoured to share." Mr. Jenkins smiled at Nessie and then scowled at the kids. "Listen up for your cabin assignments. I'll only give them once." Mr. Jenkins quickly called out the cabin assignments. Melody, Liza, and 6 other girls were in Cabin Grey Wolf. Eddie and Howie were together in Cabin Silver Wolf, along with 7 other boys. "Stow your gear, then meet at the dock," Jenkins bellowed to the kids as they hoisted their bags and headed for the cabins to store their stuff. "I can't wait to try out snorkeling," Howie told his friends. "It sounds scary to me," Liza whimpered. Eddie rolled his eyes. "The only thing scary are the icicles we'll have to break off our noses. I still say it's too cold for swimming." Melody giggled and adjusted her backpack. "I bet Mr. Jenkins doesn't notice if it's cold or not. I think he's too much in love." "Love?" Eddie said. "Why would you think that?" "Didn't you see the way he looked at Nessie McFarland?" Melody asked. Liza nodded. "It's so romantic. I bet she came all the way from Scotland just to be with Mr. Jenkins." "Oh, brother. Bleh." Eddie pretended to gag. "I think I'm going to be sick." "Do it in the bathroom," Howie suggested. "Here are the cabins." Melody jumped up and down, bouncing her black braids. "A bathroom!" she shouted. "Just what I need! Look out!" Melody dropped her bag and ran into Cabin Grey Wolf. Liza grinned and picked up Melody's bag. "It looks like we're in for another interesting week at Camp Lone Wolf." "Don't you mean boring?" Eddie asked. "Oh, no." Howie shook his head. "Camp Lone Wolf is anything but boring." Chapter 3. Safe and Sound at Camp Lone Wolf. Nessie McFarland was already at the dock by the time the kids got there. She looked like a skinny seal perched at the end of the wooden pier with her bagpipes resting beside her. Her black wetsuit glistened, and one of her long green flippers gently swished in the water.